Hey guys, so what we're going to do today is we're going to get tactical with the project management software. And by tactical, what I mean is we're going to roll up our sleeves and we're going to go under the hood of what's actually happening in the project management software so you can have more control and oversight and be better positioned to help your teams. So just happy Halloween and happy Diwali to everyone. I hope everyone had a nice time, a nice celebration, and got some good sweets. Last time we got tactical, we talked about automatically assigning assignees to tasks. So some of the most common problems when you're running a global project or a product rollout are the metadata points on the stories and the tasks aren't filled out. And the goal isn't to overburden your team and your developers and your designers by filling out all these fields. The goal is to help them with as much automation as possible. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So last week we showed how to automatically assign issues that are not assigned and how to monitor them so that you can assign them as the project manager. Today we're going to be looking at the automation rules, which will help you to update many different meta fields. Today we're specifically going to cover automatically creating the start date on a task for the purpose of calculating how long it actually takes your team to deliver something. If you can better anticipate how long it's going to take them to deliver, you can better plan and you can better manage expectations with the client. So as always, we start off in the backlog view. We're going to go into the project settings here on the left-hand side. Once this loads, we're going to go into automation. Now, just like last time we talked, this is in a testing environment, a tactical project, just as a test. And we're going to go to templates. Now there's three very important things I want you to see here. One of them is a brand new feature. So on your right-hand side, you're going to see create rules quickly with the power of AI. I'd recommend you play with this. You can type into this just like you would be typing to a person, and it will create for you a framework of an automated rule. And then what you'll do is you'll go into it and you'll tweak it. Before you learn how to use this, I would recommend actually creating rules and learning how the triggers work. And you'll see what I mean by triggers in a second. The next thing I want to point your attention to are the templates. So if we scroll down here, you can start to see some of the templates. And if you're reading on my screen, you can see all of the things that you can set up to automatically do with these templates. The one we're going to pick here is this. When an issue is transitioned into in progress, set start date field to current date. Let's click on that. All right. So what is this doing and why do we want to do this? Once again, when the team creates a story, when they create a ticket, it's going to default to the to-do status on your board. What this rule is saying is that the moment that the story moves from to-do to in progress, it's automatically going to stamp the issue with the start date of the current date and time. Now, the reason why that's important, once again, is once the issue is closed out and marked as done, the system will automatically stamp it with that date. And then what you're going to do in a dashboard later on, we'll cover this in other sessions, is create dashboards to show you the average of time it's actually taking to complete items. You're doing this so you can better anticipate and plan around the team and anticipate the client's needs of how long things actually take. So instead of just saying, we deliver value on average at the end of every sprint, at the end of every 2 weeks, as a general feel, this will actually tell you the time it's taking to deliver. So let's look at what's actually happening here. When we click on this, when we scroll down here on the right side, what it's saying is when the rules transitioned in the workflow and the status is in progress, That's all it's doing. This is the trigger. The trigger is what starts the rule. So it's saying that whenever the status goes to in progress, the rule triggers. This is the action. We're going to click into this. Very simple but powerful. So what it's saying here in the JQuery, Jira Query Language Code, is that convert the time on the time zone to now, based on the field. And the field is the start date. All right, that's all the rule does. Now, I'm going to turn it on, saying the rule's been successfully turned on. I'm going to go back to automation here in your project settings, automation. And you can see this is the duplicate of the rule. Because it's a duplicate, I'm just going to delete it. Okay. Now here's that rule again. You can create labels here. So when you're managing your project, you're going to have a lot of automation rules that you build slowly over time that you discuss with your team ahead of time. So you'll tell them these things ahead of time. You'll tell them, hey guys, I'm going to set up some automation rules to help you so you don't have to spend a lot of time filling out tickets and stories. One of them is that when you move the issue from to do to in progress, it's automatically going to stamp the start date with the current date and time for the purpose of later on, when we look at our dashboard, we can see our trends over time. So you want to make sure you communicate the rules ahead of time. All right, so once again, the 3 things to know inside of the automation are: number 1, the new feature here, create with AI. This is where you can actually type and talk to it and not have to know how the triggers and values and fields actually work. Before you play around with this, it's good to learn. You can learn with a template. So before you start creating a rule from scratch, creating a rule from scratch would be the most advanced. A template would be intermediate, and the AI would be more of a beginner. But you want to do that in reverse so that you understand how it works. So you can start off with the template and then edit the template. You see all the different template options here. All right. So lastly, closing this up, what this will do for you, this will allow you to create automatic rules on your different issues inside of Jira. The purpose of creating these automatic rules are that this will save your team time. You always want to make sure you discuss with your team the automatic rules you're going to create so that they know what's happening behind the scenes. The more automation you can have on your stories, the less time your development team is spending and your product team is spending on filling out administrative tasks, and the more they're focused on creatively creating solutions for your clients. All right, guys, so I hope that this helped. If you have any questions or you want to talk more about automation or just Jira in general, please feel free to give me a call sometime. And I hope you appreciated this opportunity to get tactical with the software, rolling up your sleeves and actually start using it. Thanks. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.